How's it going, guys? White Rabbit here. You know, when I'm feeling down, there's nothing that lifts my spirits more than just, kicking Satan right in the balls. You know? And the best way that I know of how to do that is by, of course, exposing his lies and his esoteric symbolism. So, I'd like to do that for you here in a movie that recently came out called Into the Woods. It's a Disney movie, and it's kind of a play off of a lot of different, famous Disney movies and different stories throughout, different folklore throughout history and things. But anyway, this movie is packed to the gills with occult symbolism, as to be expected. But the scene I want to talk to you about in particular has to do with the Little Red Riding Hood scene, right? There is a scene in the movie where this girl who is playing Little Red Riding Hood is rescued from the belly of the beast, right? She's rescued from the after she had been eaten by the wolf. I'm sure you guys know the story of Little Red Riding Hood. So anyway, the reason I wanted to bring this up is because the symbolism in this scene is pretty overwhelming, and I would play for you the actual song being sung in the background here, but I don't want to get hit with copyright and things, and I don't want the video to be blocked, so I'm not going to be able to show very much of the actual clips or the song itself. So, but the song, just so you guys know, the song has undertones of pedophilia, and it's pretty blatant if you know what you're looking for. She says things like she was excited, or she says that she was scared, but she was also excited, things like that. And she's talking about like when he pulls her in close to him, and she says things like, she says, "My mother told me," you know what, actually, I'm going to pull it up on here. Let's see what we can find on the internet. Maybe the lyrics on here. It's called "I Know Things Now," right? Okay. So the song says, "Mother said straight ahead, not to delay or be misled. I should have heeded her advice, but he seemed so nice." Right? Okay. "And he showed me things, many beautiful things, that I hadn't thought to explore. They were off my path, so I never had dared. I had been so careful, I never had cared, and he made me feel excited, well, excited and scared." So that's kind of what I'm talking about. Not only, obviously we're getting associations to the Antichrist and Lucifer and, how he is how he tempts people, but it also, along with that, has the feeling of pedophilia, right? Which is, again, something very common in Hollywood. And it's pretty much like that throughout the whole song. And the scene in particular that I wanted to show you is when she is when she's actually describing herself being swallowed by this wolf, right? And I'm going to try and play as much as I can. Hopefully it won't be blocked by copyright. So this is the scene. Now she's talking about it, okay? So she's going through this wormhole, all right? She's talking about the wolf ate her, right? So she's going through this wormhole type symbology, right? She's falling into the hole, into the abyss, right? It's the Alice in Wonderland type of thing, right? You notice also that it is purple, obviously. We know the connotations with purple. So she's falling into the abyss, and she lands in the belly of the beast, right? On, her belly herself, to emphasize it. She then crawls on her hands and knees. Again, more symbolism of the belly of the beast, right? And, if you didn't catch that before, she's talking about being swallowed by a wolf. So, it's pretty pretty obvious what's being represented. And again, notice the purple symbology. Now, let me see if I can find it where she's talking in the song here. So we wait in the dark until someone sets us free, and we're brought into the light, and we're back at the start. Okay, some time symbolism there, right? Ouroboros. So this is what happens, right? Their savior comes. Not our savior, mind you. The one who is ripping through the fabric of space and time, and is represented by one eye. This is the one eye symbolism, right? This is the eye of Lucifer, the knowledge, right? And she reaches towards this light. And I know things now, many valuable things that I hadn't known before. Do not put your faith in a cape and a hood. They will not protect you the way that they should, right? So on a subliminal and spiritual level, we are getting Lucifer indoctrinating your children basically to reject the Christian faith. That's what's being drilled into people's heads here, and it's very subtle, but that's what's going on, right? They are trying to lead you towards the Antichrist, the false Christ. And it's further emphasized at the end here when she's thanking this guy who came and saved her by rewarding him with this hood, right? She's serving up her protection on a silver platter, right? She's giving up what was protecting her, right? It's, you know, how Christians are said to be covered in the blood of Yeshua, Jesus, however you want to say it, right? That's what's being represented here. She's taking off that cloak. She's handing it over to what could be represented as, you know, an Antichrist figure or a demonic spirit, whatever, you know. The point is, it's taking the emphasis again off of God, off of the true Almighty, and placing it on Lucifer and these false, you know, Antichrist type ideals. So anyway, I would like to go into it more than that, but I'm afraid I might already get a copyright strike for what I've shown you so far. But at any rate, this was only supposed to be a short video anyway, so if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Thanks, and God bless.